those who hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. It is a tree. Shalom, 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 shalom. It's Chayei lemachazikim ba'vetomecha me'ushar. It's Chayei lemachazikim ba'vetomecha me'ushar. And we're live. My friends, thank you so much for being here with me tonight. I'm not actually in space, although there's a lot of room here for great discussion. So, my name is Jake Harris, and this is Jakey Live. Might get my camera crew over here to bring me up a little bit because I've descended a little too far into the space, so hopefully I'll be coming up soon. And maybe that could be something for all of us, to be able to come up, to lift ourselves. Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna have to make sure my head doesn't get cut off here. There we go. All right. Perfecto. My hand goes up. Ooh, okay. My hand goes up, I disappear. But that's just fine, because we like to keep it all tight-knit here. My name is Jake Harris. This is Jakey Live, the show about many distinct topics. What's the show about? Many want to know. Sound off in the comments section. Tell us what you think the show is about. Today on Jakey Live, we'll be discussing the final days of the prophetess Sarah, Abraham's wife. Not wasting any time. In the first line, no drama, she dies. At the beginning of the Parsha, Chayei Sarah, the life of Sarah, Abraham must find the proper burial place for his beloved wife, as it is of the utmost importance to sanctify the dead through burial ritual. And we do not want to wait at all as Jews, so Abraham did not waste any time. And he was around the Hittites when Sarah died. And he said, "Allow me to purchase land from you so that I may bury my dead." And they said, "Oh, Abraham, such a holy man, such a righteous man, of course we will sell you some of our fine land." And they do. So Abraham gets a nice plot in a cave, and he is able to bury his beloved Sarah. And now the Hittites is in an area that is now known as Turkey, Syria, and Lebanon. And this was very important for him, as it was a place that he would eventually, for his children and everyone around, would be surrounding or close to the homeland that God had promised to Abraham. So, for us, following such a burial, we wonder what is to come next. So, our story leads us into the mind of Abraham's trusty servant, as Abraham sends his servant to find a wife for his son Isaac. May have been some complicated feelings of Isaac towards his father Abraham, what with him trying to kill him and all, sacrifice him to God. And, well, they were really working on that until they died, and some say they never really worked it out. So, Abraham still looking out for his son and for his progeny that will inherit the land that God has promised to them. He says to his servant, "Go and fetch me a wife for my son Isaac from the land that I came from." And so his servant goes to the land of Abraham's birth, saying, "Let the maiden to whom I say, 'Please lower your jar that I may drink.'" And we got a dramatic realization of this story right here, courtesy of our art team here at Jakey Live. Thank you to Cantor Rachel Slusky for being our art team. "Let it come to pass that the girl to whom I say, 'Please tilt your pitcher so that I may drink,' will respond with, 'Drink, and I will give your camels water too.'" Okay. So, he's willing to take a chance. Let's see exactly what happens with this servant. Oh, ho, drink, and I will give your camels water too. Who is that? Wow. Well, my friends, lo and behold, it was to be the wife of Isaac, Rivka, or Rebecca. So, good luck for the servant. As soon as he willed it, it was a reality. And, that's pretty good considering many times people ask for things in the Torah, they don't exactly get what they bargained for, or they get a lot more than what they bargained for. So, it's pretty lucky for him. But we'll pick up that part next week. What happens with Rebecca and Isaac is very exciting, very exciting. There's a lot of love and more generations to come. Lador Vador, all those Jewish grandparents out there are going to love this one, how it turns out. Some rocky spots along the way, but we'll get there. So, little known, after Sarah dies, Abraham gets another wife, Keturah. They had some kids. None of them got any inheritance, no covenant, no land promise, no nothing. So we don't really think about them too much. We don't focus on them too much. But that's okay. Not everybody can be the main characters of the story, like Abraham's two sons, Ishmael and Isaac. So let's do a quick recap here. We got Ishmael, the son of Abraham and Hagar, Abraham's mistress, whom God told Abraham to have Ishmael with. Well, they didn't know he was going to be Ishmael at the time, but they told Abraham. God told Abraham, God said, it's not going to work out with Sarah right now, so go ahead with Hagar. That'll be fine. That's all good. Abraham says, all right, merciful God, almighty God, I will do what it is that you ask of me. And Abraham does. But then Sarah gets this magical pregnancy from God, and she has Isaac. Ishmael, Isaac. Ishmael, the son of Hagar, Isaac, son of Sarah. Both son of Abraham. Without going into too much detail, I just want to share with everybody here, everyone that's decided to join us. By the way, I just want to take a moment to say thank you. For our Temple Sinai folk here and beyond, this is a first Jakey Live. So if anyone wonders where I am, I'm not in the Crab Nebula behind me. I'm actually standing in the studio here at Temple Sinai. And this is a studio of love and labor that I built over the past, I don't know, how many months we've been in this pandemic for? Let me know in the comments. So a special shout out to the administration at Temple Sinai, Palm Beach County, and Delray Beach, Florida, for allowing me to have this platform to speak my mind. And if you like what you hear and you like what you experience here, then yes, Temple Sinai was behind it. And if not, the views expressed here are inherently my own and have no reflection on the views held or expressed by Temple Sinai of Palm Beach County. Shout out to our legal team making sure that I get that all right. I probably didn't. They didn't tell me to say it. Nobody did. Anyways, back to our story. So Ishmael from Hagar, Isaac from Sarah. Where do we go from here? Well, Sarah gets a little jealous, and she says, get this woman and her son out of my house. Get out of here. Abraham says, all right. He sort of worries. It's his son too. But do not worry, says God. I will make of him, Ishmael, a great nation, like I will make of Isaac a great nation. So, to those who aren't familiar with how this story ends up, Ishmael becomes a prominent figure in Islam for those of the Islamic faith and is a crucial part of the story going forward. So this is amazing right now. We come to Ishmael, Islam, Isaac, Judaism. And what do we do when we have conflict? What do we do when we have conflict with a sibling, a spouse, any loved one or friend? Well, I can't tell you how to live your life, and I wouldn't try because I wouldn't want anybody to do that for me. However, I can share just some general advice that you can choose to take with you or you cannot. Relationships are complicated. whether they be relationships through generations, relationships through borders, or relationships through the internet that we have with people that we don't even see face to face anymore. So for us to maintain these relationships, we need to understand when we are being taken out of our rational state and into our primal state. Anger, fear, vengeance, all of these things are part of the primal state. Love, compassion, patience, things that I have to work on every single day of my life, those are a more divine state. And if we didn't have to work on our divinity to be more compassionate, to be more loving every day, then life really wouldn't be so interesting. Walk in the park for some, and for others, constant misery and woe. So I invite you to, through this process on Jakey Live, through whatever it is we explore, we learn together, to take a deep breath, and if it's something that you don't agree with, take another. And if it's something that you do, then use the next breath that you have to spread that message to somebody else. Now for Ishmael and Isaac, they ended up burying their father together, coming at the end back, being as one family. We think about the conflict that plagues our home as the Jews, or some believe their home as Muslims, or some believe their home as Christians. What I believe is different from what my Muslim brother or sister would believe, Christian brother or sister would believe. Right now, we're focusing on Ishmael and Isaac. Ishmael was given a bounty, a covenant. He was saved by God just as Isaac was. So, for us as Jews, if we really understand this book that we value so much and have died for, then we will also value the camaraderie that we must facilitate and maintain with our Muslim brothers and sisters. Christians too, but that'll have to be another day on Jakey Live. So, for everyone that's out there, I'm just looking into a camera right now, so I'm not looking at the comments or anything, and there could be nobody out there listening, but I hope that they'll see the notification pop up. And if you haven't already, go ahead and press subscribe. My orientation's correct. It should be here or here on the screen. So wherever you're at, you could be in Toledo, Ohio, you could be in Topeka, Kansas, you could be in, that's about all I know in terms of funny names of states right now. But anywhere in the world, subscribe to Temple Sinai's YouTube channel to be notified of more content. And I can't guarantee I'll be at the Crab Nebula next week. We're still getting the hang of all sorts of this technical stuff. But what is cool is I got this microphone that's really nice. And the rest of the equipment that you can't see is state of the art. So for that, I have to thank Temple Sinai, Palm Beach County. A special shout out to Marsha Weber. Thank you so much for your inspiration and for your assistance in motivating somebody like me to get creative and to put it all down here on Jakey Live. So we're going to go out with a song. And this is a song, like with Ishmael and Isaac, combines the elements of Islam and Judaism. We all come from a common ancestor. So any of the conflicts that we see today have generations of trauma built into them. Today, we can write our own stories, and it happens tomorrow with what comes next. So, folks, thank you so much for being with me here today. My name is Jake Harris. I'm here at Temple Sinai, Palm Beach County. You're watching Jakey Live. God willing, we'll all meet again very soon. How about next week? Okay. I'll see you there. And it's great to be with you. Shalom means peace, and so does salam. Funny. It's almost like it's the same word. Ojavo shalom aleinu, Ojavo shalom aleinu, Ojavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Ojavo shalom aleinu, Ojavo shalom aleinu, Ojavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam aleinu ve'al ha'olam. Salam, salam, salam aleinu ve'al ha'olam. Salam, salam. shalom aleinu, Ojo shalom aleinu, Ojo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Ojo shalom aleinu, Ojo shalom aleinu, Ojo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam aleinu ve'al ha'olam. Salam, salam, salam aleinu ve'al ha'olam. Salam, salam. My friends, this has been Jakey Live. Thank you for being here. Ojo shalom aleinu, Ojo shalom aleinu, Ojo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Ojo shalom aleinu, Ojo shalom aleinu, Ojo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam.